Alright fuckers, welcome back to the Football Manager 2018 Scotland Career Mode. This is episode 2 and we're going to get underway with our first match against Ukraine. Now I have decided I'm going to play all the matches because in international football, national jobs, you don't get many matches, so fuck it, we're going to play them. I don't care if they're competitive, I don't care if they're friendly, I don't care if it's a kickabout at the local park or if it's a game of FIFA 18. I don't give a shit, man. We're going to play it. And we're hopefully going to get off to a successful start here against Ukraine. Just if we can avoid defeat and have a good performance, I'd be more than happy with that. I've named Charlie Mulgrew as the captain. He's taken over the armband from Darren Fletcher simply because Darren Fletcher will probably not be featuring in my squad going into the future. I'm not saying I won't ever play him again. I might give him a testimonial or a retirement match or something like that, but long-term plans, Darren Fletcher isn't there, so it makes no sense for him to have the captain's armband. I've gave Callum Patterson the vice-captain role. Hopefully that suits him well. I've called up a few young players to give them a chance. Unfortunately, we're missing MacArthur and Kieran Tierney due to injury, which is kind of depressing. But apart from that, we're alright. We've got more or less a fully fit squad. And James Morrison is about to begin his 50th cap. So I'm going to go through the squad that I picked. And we can see what you think of it, man. So let me know down below what you think of the squad. Let me know if you change anything. So goalkeepers, I've went with Craig Gordon, David Marshall and Jordan Archer. The defence, we've got Russell Martin, Charlie Mulgrew, Murray Wallace, John Sewer, Liam Lindsay, Callum Patterson and Anthony Ralston. And of course, Andrew Robertson, who I'm not sure if he'll feature in this match. He did pick up a slight injury in training. Whether he'll be able to play or not, I'm not quite sure. But Callum McGregor, I decided to give a call up to Ryan Gold. I mean, since the guy went for that big money move to Sporting Lisbon, we haven't heard him. He's been like a missing person. So you'd probably expect to see him on the side of a milk carton, but instead you're seeing him in my Scotland team, so you're probably thinking, what the hell have I done picking him? Is it the right decision? We'll have to wait and find out if he gets a game or not to prove it. James Morrison, Stuart Armstrong, Matt Ritchie, Robert Snodgrass, Matt Phillips, Ryan Fraser. In the strikers we've got Chris Martin, Jason Cummins and of course Lee Griffiths. Lee Griffiths pretty much untouchable at the moment with our striker role. I can't see anybody taking his place, and he's probably going to be our number one guy going forward in the foreseeable future. Right, but anyway, enough of the squad. Let's get stuck in here to the Ukrainian game. Let's get a good result, and let's look forward to the future and try and qualify for the 2020 Euros. Alright, so there's our team. We're going with a 4-5-1. Got David Marshall in goals, back four to Patterson, Suter, Mulgrew, Andy Robertson. In front of them, we've got Morrison and Callum McGregor. Now, I would have liked a more defensive player in there, but unfortunately, I just don't have one available. Hopefully in the next set of friendlies, in the next Scotland call-up squad, I will try and rectify that problem. Can we maybe get Scott Brown out of retirement? You know what, I'll try my best. But as of right now, I'm just going to have to do with Morrison. Like I said, MacArthur was injured. But, I mean, that's the best I could really do with the squad I've got. I could have maybe played Mulgrew in the centre of the midfield and asked him to, drop deep and kind of play as a centre defensive midfielder. I could have tried that. But I thought, you know what, I'll give James Morrison that role. Hopefully he can come up with the goods. So obviously McGregor will be the more central midfielder. Morrison will drop back, try and help the defence. Try and break up the attacks from Ukraine. In front of them, we've got Snodgrass, Armstrong and Matt Phillips. Happy enough with that attacking trio. A lot of pace in there. A lot of creativity. I think we can cause them problems. And then obviously up front, we've got Lee Griffiths, who, as you all know, can do wonderful things, especially with free kicks against the English. Ukraine, got a good team. We all know it. We've got some standout players there. Obviously, Conor Blanket, Yarlemenko and Stepapenko in the middle of the defence there, or defensive midfield position, should I say. But, I mean, overall, they've got a solid team. This is not going to be an easy game here in KIEV. 6 degrees Celsius. It is breezy. It's not going to be an easy game. So, let's make sure we get stuck in. Let's settle down from the beginning. Need a good start here, a good positive start. Come on, guys, we're warriors. 11 Scottish warriors entering a Ukraine battlefield. Can we get a result? We'll find out here. We're kicking it off with Lee Griffiths. Played it out to Andrew Robertson to Snodgrass. Now we've spread it across to Matt Phillips here on the other side. What can he do? He's got Callum Patterson coming up with him. Plays a cross into the box, it's cleared away, brought down by Morrison. Back to Callum Patterson, plays it to Stuart Armstrong. Armstrong with a mohawk, sporting a mohawk in this game. Snodgrass, he has Robertson out wide. Robertson in a shitload of space, and obviously he crosses it in, but nothing good coming from that attack, unfortunately for us. I do want to change some of these things. I don't want replays on everything, and I do want to speed the game up a little. We'll go with key highlights, just because it's a friendly. There's no real need to have a shitload of highlights in a friendly game. That will do us now for now then. That's us underway here. Let's go. And Ukraine now seem to be passing the ball about well. We did start good, man. We put them on the back foot straight away, but now it's Yarmolenko coming forward, and he's just ran past the whole defence, but his shot past the left-hand post there, and David Marshall wasn't forced into a save, fortunately for us. But you can see now 6 minutes in, Ukraine have had 2 shots, 1 on target. We're yet to register a shot here as we approach the 10-minute mark. And it looks like Ukraine have just had another shot there. So Ukraine seem to have settled the better of the two teams. But man, we're doing alright. I'm not worried. Definitely not worried here. We're not conceded. We've made a decent start. We've got our first shot in the game, but we're not going to see it, so it mustn't have been a memorable one. And now it's Ukraine with the throw-in. Now, the clubs, a lot of the clubs have sent me instructions that they only want the players to do 45 minutes, so I would expect a lot of changes in this game, potentially at half-time. I don't know how many I'm going to make. I think, oh no, he's put it wide. Sosa Lusa there. Great chance in the 19th minute to put Ukraine in front. He should have took it, he didn't, fortunately for us, and we're still on level terms. But yeah, man, I definitely plan on making a lot of substitutions, get as many fresh faces on the pitch as possible, and give people a chance. Anyway, it's Garmash through to the striker again. Garmash, oh, it's Conor Balanka. He's been played through, and it's Conor Balanka. 1-0 to Ukraine. The assist from Yanis Garmash, and I'm looking for the linesman to put his flag up. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's Ukraine 1, Scotland 0. Great ball there from Garmash all the way through to Conor Balanka. Our defence was caught sleeping, and it's 1-0 Ukraine, unfortunately for us. And we've really not started this game well at all. So Ukraine dominating possession, 59 to our 41. Free kick opportunity now though. Mulgrew crosses it in, it's headed away for Yarmolenko. Andy Robertson looks like he could have went to that there, but a yellow shirt got tipped before him. Mulgrew though coming across and stopping the danger. David Marshall now plays it out to Matt Phillips. Matthew Phillips now trying to take on the defence, and he's been taken down. Looked like a bit of a dive, but why he would dive in that sort of position, I had no idea. Nothing to gain from that. But Ukraine playing on. It's Conor Balanka. Cuts it back to Garmash. Through to Yarmolenko. Through to Conor Balanka. It's 2-0, and it's too easy for Ukraine. And it's Conor Balanka, his second goal of the game. He is ripping us apart here. We're being ripped apart. And it's not good enough, man. It's been a disappointing opening 35 minutes here. We've got to change something. And again, we give the ball away straight from the kickoff. This is not how I anticipated the match would go here. Ukraine passed the ball a bit well, looking like a really solid team. Andy Robertson wins the ball. Can we try and create something here? Griffiths out to Robert Snodgrass. Snodgrass plays it up to Griffiths, who cannot control it. It's been cleared away. And Conor Balanka plays through Solusa, and he puts it wide. This could have been so easily 3-0 to Ukraine there. We're hanging into this game by the skin of our teeth, man. We're really lucky to still be only 2-0 down after that terrible miss. You can see Ukraine 11 shots to 2. All Ukraine at the moment, and we've been really, really poor. And yeah, Conor Balanka's having a great game. Not a good start to my Scotland managerial career. I will accept that. And at half time, I've got a lot of work to do because that was a very poor opening 46 minutes. Finally, the half-time whistle does go, so now we can try and make a few changes here. But I'm not happy with how that went. Good conversion of final. I don't know. We have to change something drastically here. Go into the dressing room. First of all, I'm going to tell them that I am fucking furious and aggressive. Expect a much... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I do expect a better performance. I don't expect us to get a win now if you're 2-0 down, but I do expect a better performance. And will I make changes? I think I've got to. Who am I going to bring on? There was clubs. I need to see what was the clubs. There was a few clubs that only wanted their guys to play 45 minutes. If I remember correctly, or you know what, I might just fuck the clubs, man. Who cares if they only want their players to play 45 minutes? I'm in desperate need of goals here, a good performance. So I'm just going to do what I want to do. We're going to bring on Jordan Archer, and we'll bring him on in place of David Marshall. I'm going to bring Jason Cummins on. Yes, sorry Lee Griffiths, you've just not done it today. So I'm going to bring him on. Who else can I bring on? We'll bring on Russell Martin for Suter, because Suter's not been good. We'll bring on... Who else we bring on? Bring on... Right, we're going to bring on Cummins for Griffiths. For some reason it didn't change. First time I did it, right, it's changed that time. We'll bring on Ritchie maybe for Snodgrass. I might just go ahead and make all the changes right now, to be totally honest. Ryan Fraser will also come on, I think, for Phillips on the other side. Maybe bring Ryan Gold on for Armstrong. And that maybe do us for now. Unless... No, wait, I don't think I'll do that. I think we'll put Ryan Gold up front, and we'll go 2 up front in the second half, and we'll stick on big Chris Martin and see if he can get us a goal. So there you go. We're making quite a few changes here. You cannot make any more substitutes. What do you mean I can't make any more substitutes? Why not? Substitutes max number 12. My God, so I can't make another substitute, really? Right, well, change Gold then. I don't want Gold. Right, so we'll put Cummins there. We'll put Armstrong beside him, and then we will switch Armstrong with Chris Martin. And now we need this to work for us, don't we? Because we've been really poor. I'm really hoping this makes a difference. Mentality. We'll go to standard, and then we'll just we'll stay flexible, and we'll see. Oh no, we'll go structured actually, because we've not been that good. We want to try and tighten things up a bit. There you go, structured. See if that works for us. Start second half. Hopefully, those changes make a difference. And we're about to see here. So a lot of changes being made. We've got Fraser, Matt Ritchie, Jason Cummins, and a whole host of other players coming on. Will it be the difference? Will it be the change that we need? Well, 5 minutes into the second half, and so far Ukraine haven't scored yet, so that's a positive thing. I mean, at least that's something. They haven't even had a highlight yet or a chance, so it looks like we've definitely think we've tightened up the defence. We seem to be playing a bit better. What can the lads do? What can we do here? First 15 minutes, very quiet. I think we've had 2 shots. None of them highlight worthy though, but there you go. Patterson wins that header to Fraser. Now it's Chris Martin. We need him to hold up the play. He plays it to Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser crosses it in, back post. Matt Ritchie, goal! Get in, come on! Matt Ritchie with the goal, assist for Ryan Fraser. It is 2-1 now. Ukraine have fucking dominated the game, but now their lead has been cut by 1. It's been halved. Like a big fat kid eating a birthday cake. He doesn't want a slice, he wants to half the damn fucking thing. And that's what we've done. We've halved Ukraine's lead. Only 2-1. They have advantage in front of us. They're making a bunch of subs now. I don't know if I can make subs. I tried to, but I think you can only make 7. I'll try and see if I can make any more. I don't think you can, unfortunately, but I'll try. Maybe you can only make 7 at half time. Although that would be a pretty stupid rule, I believe. No, you can't. Oh well, we're just going to have to stick with what we've got. But I mean, at the moment we're doing alright, so I won't worry about that too much. Although we do have an attack here from Ukraine. Mulgrew almost wins it. Ukraine's keep it though. Stepakenko. It's a Bulefic with a strike, and it is well wide. Ukraine now making a pair of changes. And with 14 minutes to go, they might just be trying to see out the game here. I don't know what's Cummins. Football Manager seems to be freaking out here. I don't know what's happening. Ball just glitched into the goalkeeper's hands, unfortunately. Why couldn't it glitched into the back of the net, right? It is Chris Martin with the hold-up play. Plays it out to Fraser. Fraser to Chris Martin. I don't know what's happening with Football Manager at the moment. It's going very slow. But if it gets us a goal, I won't give a shit. It's not getting us a goal though. Ukraine clearing it. And it's Kravets coming forward with Yarmolenko out to his right hand side. Yarmolenko now lost it. So Robertson with a chance. Plays it to Jason Cummins with a big launched ball up to Martin. And Martin unfortunately can't win it. And now this could be game over here. Ukraine coming forward with Kravets. He's going out wide. He's got loads of yellow shirts in the middle. It's Yarmolenko. He misses it. But he doesn't. Blanca doesn't miss it. It's 3-1 here. He gets his hat trick. It's been a great performance from him. He's playing a 9.6. The guy's been phenomenal. And we'll just have to put this down as a poor performance. We're not going to get the result of it, but we did perform much better in the second half. So maybe I can't be too harsh on the lads. I mean, can we get one more goal? Try and make it 3-2. Make it look a bit more respectable. Come on, guys. Come on. I think we're going to go attacking now. We've got nothing to lose, really. There's no point. 3-1, 4-1. It's all the same at this stage of the game. We will go attacking, and we'll see if we can get another goal here with the last 5 minutes of the game. It's Russell Martin. Launched a big ball up, but Chris Martin isn't going to get onto that. And it's... Right, man, we're back. Had an issue there with the computer. Said my storage was full, even though it wasn't, right? 4 minutes to go. I wish the back of the net was full. Come on, can we get one more goal? It's a cross in for Ukraine. Oh Christ, good save for Jordan Archer there. Could have been 4-1 down. That would have been disastrous. That would have looked very, very harsh on us. But especially based on this second half performance, we've been good here. I think there's been an equal second half. At the moment it is 1-1 based on the second half alone. Probably a bit fair, but can we win the second half? It would take one more goal to do it. It's Kravets out to Conor Blanca. He's looking for his 4th goal. He's running past the defence. He's played it through to Yarmolenko, and it is a goal. I don't think it's offside. It is 4-1. Conor Blanca there. An amazing run. Getting the goal. And it's now Ukraine 4, Scotland 1. And oh my god, there's another corner. Can they add even more misery to us here? They're piling it on with a fucking shovel. Misery, misery, misery. Just piling it on top. And finally the ref puts us out of our misery. And the match has ended 4-1 to Ukraine. So, man, that was not the start I was looking for. And there will be big changes before the next friendly in 3 days' time. I forget who it's against, but I mean, I will be expecting a shit lot better than that. Cause that was fucking terrible. So we're going to be aggressive. And I'm going to say I'm far from pleased with that result. And a lot of the players seem to react pretty well, apart from Matt Ritchie, who looked to switch off. Well, Matt Ritchie, I don't think you'll be starting next game. I think it's fair to say after that, because that was fucking atrocious. Our next friendly is against Venezuela. That will be a tough game. There's no real easy games in international football, is there? Especially if you're Scotland. Every game is a tough game. Blackburn manager Tony Mowbray he says we don't have it easy. Well, I appreciate that, Mowbray. It's not an easy job, and I'm fucking struggling already, ain't I? First match, like that, I've won the 4-1 loss to Ukraine, man. Absolutely terrible. To someone at the Football Association are satisfied with your management of the team. I'm not. I mean, 4-1, I'm fucking disgusted. But what can you do, guys? What the hell can you do? So, in terms of our schedule, we do have Venezuela up next. I will be making changes. We're at home. We're not playing at Hampden, but we are in Scotland. I think we're playing at Easter Road, is it? So, yeah, Easter Road. So, I will be setting up a much more attack-minded team for that game, and I'll be looking to put that terrible result behind us. But after that, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know how many more friendlies we can fit in before the European qualifiers are announced, but I think I might try and get as many friendlies under my belt as possible, because that Ukraine game has really woken me up here that there is a job to do with this Scotland team. It's not going to be easy. It's not just going to be a matter of coming in, playing the youngsters and, you know, qualifying for our first major tournament in 20 years. There's a lot of hard work to be done, but I'm sure we'll get it done, guys, and we'll be starting with the Scottish Resurrection with hopefully a win against Venezuela in the next episode. That's going to do it for episode 2. Like I said, terrible result against Ukraine, but what can I say? Blanca was on fire, our defence was fucking terrified, and we got totally destroyed. But it won't happen again, I can promise you that. Till next time, peace.